So what we're going to be discussing in this video is the focus on making $100,000 in recruitment. I'm going to tell you probably the fastest way to actually do it. So I would say permanent recruitment is faster than temporary recruitment in terms of getting cash flow into the business. However, long-term temporary recruitment wins. Either way, you're going to make money. You're still recruiting. So can you make 100K? Before I even looked at recruitment, I know for a fact recruiters make good money. Now, I cold call, I cold email clients, candidates. I've yet to see, probably apart from some business owners, candidates or people working in HR that make more money than me. So recruiters make probably the most amount of money out there as a professional. Yeah, that's on average. Of course, everyone's going to say, oh, there's some jobs that make this much. But 9 times out of 10, I'm cold calling people, cold emailing people that earn less. Now, that doesn't mean anything. However, what this says is recruitment is heavily in demand and will be. Now, the mistake people make in recruitment is they go to a client and they say, I can possibly help you source for this position. Now, what then happens is they say, yes, please help us. We're willing to pay X amount. We'll sign your terms of business, or just send us some CVs and we'll discuss legalities afterwards and payment. So then what happens is you go to market and you can't find anyone, or you find someone. So 9 times out of 10, you won't find anyone because that job has already been in the market. And don't forget, we're trying to find the ways to make 100K quicker. I'm going to share with you exactly what you have to do, in fact. And recruitment has changed over the years. Yeah. And the example I just gave with the client saying, yeah, you can't find anyone, they've already tried to find through various methods. Yeah. They've advertised it on Indeed, they might have posted some job adverts, they've gone to other recruiters, etc. So it's either a hard fill in terms of it's very hard to fill the position, or the client it has mad expectations, really high, looking for a unicorn or purple squirrel. It's too difficult to find. Now, the mistake that method has around it is it doesn't actually go to the root cause of the problem, which is, as a business model, as a recruiter, you're already on the back foot because that job could have been in the market for ages. Yeah. And it's not to say this method doesn't work. You can make money with it. I do. Many people do. Some people just base £1 million businesses on this method. And what it banks on is you might not fill that position, but you've got the client and they're always going to give you jobs. So you need that as a core business. Yeah. Long term. You need a group of clients that are always going to give you job orders. So you can maybe fill a few. Yeah. Keep those accounts alive, keep in contact, and then move on from there. However, what this does is it doesn't give us quick money. It doesn't give us cash flow in the business in a few weeks. So I'm going to propose something to you all. And I want you to do this, whether you're starting a business, you're struggling with your agency, or it's going really well. Whatever your scenario, and this is me included, I want you to find out what is in demand. As a business, yeah, clients are willing to pay recruiters big amounts of money for a particular type of candidate. Now, what I propose you do is you spend 100% of your resources, because this is what I've realized. I looked at it, 60% of my placements are coming from when I get the candidate first. And it's going up. Before it used to be, I didn't even have metrics on it, but it was probably like the odd placement here and there. Like I wouldn't force it. I would just come across a candidate. They look really good, or they want too much money for my job. Let me find them somewhere else. I know someone will take them. So what is in demand? And think heavy in terms of what are companies willing to pay for. Let's say, I don't know, a senior cybersecurity, let's say a doctor. Yeah. Forget cybersecurity. I don't know anything about it. A doctor is probably going to be employed 9 times out of 10. So let's say, for example, we bank 100% of our resources just focusing on candidates. Now, this doesn't work if the candidate is not in demand. Now, if you went to these clients that are probably going to take these candidates off you, you're probably going to say, yes, we need a doctor. Can you find us one? Now, what happens is you can't find one. So you've gone empty-handed to the client. So if you get the candidate first, now don't forget 100%, we haven't contacted any clients. We're just going to the candidates. So example would be, and there's a video on the top right if you want to click it and just know how to follow this method. Go on to LinkedIn as an example. You can post job adverts, you can buy CV subscription databases, but you can literally go to the candidate and then say to them, I've potentially got jobs for you. I work in this market. I work with everyone in the local area. You're not saying to them, I've got a job for you. You're saying, what are you looking for? Are you open to new opportunities? I'll give you an example. Do a Boolean string search on LinkedIn. Use Recruiting. Find doctors, let's say cardiologists. Yeah. Connect with all of them as much as you can for how long it takes until you get a level, and then message all of them. Send them a voice note and just say, look, if you're ever open to new opportunities, I potentially have a role for you. I want to be the first to know. Yeah, something along those lines. If you have a job for them, obviously spec the job in, tell them what exactly the job is. So eventually you'll get some contact back. This feels like flogging a dead horse. I've had people recently open to work, the green banner on LinkedIn, and they don't reply. And I'm like, are you actually open to work? Like, I haven't said anything like this job's 12K a year or anything to put you off. I've said, I've got a job. You're open to new opportunities. Would you like me to send you some information about it? That's usually my pitch. But they don't come back. So this feels very painful. It feels like no candidates ever reply. Get over it. Yeah. If you're doing it with the clients are going to... The thing is, if you message 100 clients and one replies, everyone gets excited. Yeah. I understand that they're the ones that pay. But when you message 100 candidates and one replies, everyone gets all, only one replied. I've messaged 30 candidates. The numbers need to be equate to what is going out. Yeah. Don't forget, this is your ticket to 4-figure payment. Let's say you get a candidate and they're interested. Then you go to clients. The same way you would approach them and say, I can potentially help you source a candidate. Trust me, there's always someone out there willing to pay. And that's what I realized. Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, you think, oh, who would pay me £10,000, £5,000, £15,000, £25,000? But there's companies willing to pay, but they're not willing to pay because you don't have the goods. And once you have the goods, the clients are then willing to pay. Yeah. So this is the method to actually get there to the 100K. If you want to make £100,000 profit in recruitment, start with the candidate first. Don't look at anything else like, oh, should I do this fancy stuff on, LinkedIn? Should I run ads? No, just get the candidate. That's all we have to focus on. I'm gearing towards more candidate marketing as well. So I don't think it's even worth our time as much to go to clients first. I think agencies are going to just become purely marketing to candidates. Sorry, I keep saying clients. We're just going to be marketing agencies to candidates now. So whoever attracts candidates or can find candidates wins in recruitment. And it's been this way for the last 5 years. So I hope this is giving you food for thought. I hope it's giving you something to approach, to go to look at, think about. But genuinely, go through the painful method. And eventually you'll end up with loads. Yeah. Make some placements, get some CV database access. You can go on from there, post some jobs on some free websites. You're going to find someone eventually. Yeah. If you don't, that's your own fault. So until next time, I hope this video has been helpful. Remember, the market is candidate first. Yeah, not client.